Hello everyone, welcome back to iTech Solutions interactive video sessions. In today's session, we are going to see about how to use a calendar and how to create them in TILOS. So in the TILOS Explorer bar, you can see the project data. So if you expand the project data, you can see there is an option called calendars. Under calendars, you can see the predefined set of 3 calendars, one for non-stop working, that is you're working 24/7, and there is a 5-day per week for each of 8 hours. There's a 6-day per week for each of 10 hours. So most cases, many of you will be wanting to create your own calendars for your project or for your project management office. So any other requirement which you need needs to be configured. So that is where TILOS helps you. And any changes you do in the calendars are global, and for any activities, these calendars can be individually assigned, and as well you can do it together. So let us see how to create a new calendar. Go ahead and right click on calendars option. You get a plus symbol with a new calendar option. Click on that. You can see a setup box for a calendar has popped up. In that, you can see there are various options, various tabs, and also you can see visibly the calendar, and all the holidays in terms of Friday and Saturday have been highlighted in red. So this is the default calendar which comes when you want to create it. So let's go ahead and configure it. First, let us give a name for the calendar. I am going ahead and giving iTech Solution. So one unique thing about the calendar is when you want to configure it, always come from right to the left on the tabs. So this way, this helps you in first defining a day, then the period of the calendar, then you can add all your exceptions or holidays, and in the final calendar view, you'll be able to get the output. So first, we are going ahead and selecting the day definition. Before that, you want to make any specific calendar ID in line to what your requirement is or your organization's details, you can as well go ahead. So here I'm making it okay. So you can also see there is an option called global calendar for P6. This is applicable only when you are exporting a file from Primavera P6. Else, this option need not be used where the calendars can be selected as a whole for all the activities or for an individual activity as well. So first we are going to day definitions. In day definition, you can already see there are a lot of options which are available. We can anytime use any of these functions, but in this case, let us go ahead and learn how to create a new item as well. So as the name or the details suggest, all the data are very easily available, and when you click on any of the item, you can see at the bottom the details of it. So when there is a bank holiday, all the items are non-working. So if you go and click on the 8 hours workday, you can see there is a non-working time and there is a working time. That means from morning 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the evening, it is a continuous working. So it is an 8-hour work calendar with all the other times as non-working. So, but what is the issue in selecting these kind of items? So when we do, this is very brief or very generic where only standard 8 hours is taken. But mostly in our projects, that will not be the case. There are many areas where a lot of shifts happen, and let's see how to configure them as well. So as to add any data or any new item in TILOS, select the plus button usually present on the right side of the any dialog box. I'm pressing and you can see a new row has been added here. So under the ID again, I am going to go ahead and change it. So iTech 01. The name I'm going to give as work week. You can also see the various color options which we can give. You can give the background color option here, the lines color option, and the color in the calendar view. When we saw earlier, we saw that the holidays or the no work days were shown on red. So similarly, we want to give any color. All you have to do is press the arrow on the bottom and you have a wide variety of colors from which you can choose from. And also you can go ahead and select a pattern where you want to show some straight lines, vertical lines, a diagonal line, or any other option which you want to. So first, now we have selected a iTech new calendar for the work week. So let us say our work starts for 5 days a week for 8 hours and alternate Saturdays are working. So how do we configure that? Let us see first. Once I've selected on the work week, you can see at the bottom, it says 24/7 working. That is from 12 o'clock in the early morning to the next day, 12 o'clock, it says working time. So now we have to split the time type. So I'm going ahead and clicking here and press the split button at the bottom. Please bear in mind that the split button need not be pressed continuously for multiple times. So every time you create, there will be a mismatch. So always go ahead, define the first line, select the second, and do the split option. So first, let us see. Let's say our office starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. So morning 12 a.m. to you go ahead and you can directly type here, or you can select it and delete the entire option first. So 9 o'clock, it is non-working. You can see the drop down and you can go for non-working. Sometimes the working option will not be seen. So it is just a mere refreshing issue based on your monitor's refresh rate or your processor. So always the first will be working, the second will be non-working. So also any other option, if it is applicable, we can select here. So goes with non-working. Next, I'm selecting here and I'm again going ahead and pressing the split at the bottom. So you can see from 9 a.m. to I'm going to change it into 13 as working. So what is this? From 9 in the morning to 1 p.m. in the afternoon, it is a working time, and I'm going to make the next 1 hour as lunch. So again, I'm going ahead, split. You can change here into 14. So 2 o'clock and press the drop down button. You can say non-working. Next, come down, select here, split. So let us say we are going to keep for 8 hours. So I'm going to select the time again. It's 19. You can also click on any specific area and edit, or select the whole thing, press delete, or just select here and just type over it on your keyboard and automatically the value will get changed. This is working. Next. It's not working. So what has happened is from morning 9 till evening 6 o'clock with 1 hour lunch break, we have defined a calendar for 8 hours in a day for the first work week with 1 hour of lunch. So any activity which we are doing will be calculated based on the number of hours mentioned here on the time. So now, as we told, let us keep alternate Saturdays working. I'm going to add on the top one more. So this is related to the same calendar, iTech 01. We can make it as 2 now. So Saturday. So there are two options where we can do here. One is you want to do as alternate Saturday working, or you can say every Saturday you are working, let's say only till 2 in the afternoon. So I'm coming here. Let us give a separate color for the alternate Saturdays. So let's say, let us give a mild yellow. So again, we are once we have selected here, we come back down and we repeat the whole process of 9. So again, this is the error which you will get if you're not going to add the split. So add the split first, non-working. Again, I'm clicking down, press split. So here, now we are going to work only till 2 in the afternoon. So this will be the working hours. Then from 2 p.m. to morning midnight 12, it is going to be non-working. Let's select non-working. Yes. Now what we have done is we have defined two calendar days, for one for work week and for Saturday. So now our day definition portion is completed. Now we go to the next tab on our left, which is the periods. So when you select on periods, you can see the week's name, the start date, and the number of days period will be shown. So you can also see the day definition. So what the number of days here shows is you can define day definitions for the 7 days or the 7 numbers starting from the date which you are specifying. So I'm going ahead. Our project is from the 1st of April here. So go to the 4th month of 2022. You can select the first. So what do we select here? Now there is already a predefined day definition here. When we come to day definition, you can see there is an 8 hours work day. But now we have created two new items, one for work week and one on a Saturday. So I'm going to periods. I'm selecting here. Click on the day definition. You can see automatically TILOS shows you what is the day's name with respect to the calendar. So you can go ahead and check if you want to, which will be the same. So in the drop down, I'm selecting this. Now the work week option, what we have created, you can see. So since it is a Friday, I'm selecting this work week. The next, I'm going ahead for Saturday. So for now, the first instance, we will try the Saturday is a half day working. So if you come down, you can see the Saturday option is here. I'm selecting Saturday. Now the next is Sunday. Sunday is a holiday. So what we can do, you can do it as no work day. So if you want to define a no work day specifically, or you want to have some other colors, that can also be done in the day definition, or you can already use the existing no work day which shows in the red color. So if you want to change whatever is predefined in the template as well, you can go ahead and change it. So for now, let us change it into orange. Coming back to the periods tab, we have to change for every other day. So the first 3 days are done. Now the next is Monday. So for Monday, let us make it into work week. Tuesday as well, work week. Wednesday, work week. Thursday. So now what has happened is the entire period of the work week we have defined. Now let us move on to the next tab on the left, the exceptions or holidays. So in this, you can add from bank holidays to any other specific holidays which is geographically relevant to your project site or any other such data. So for now, I'm going to just add the next immediate is we are having Eid or Ramadan. Eid, let's say the 2nd of May, the Monday. So from and to, in case there are holidays where you have Onam for a week or Pongal for 3 days or any other Durga Puja, etc., whatever you want to add, you can give for specified. So for this, I'm selecting 1 day, and here coming here, you have to again select the day definition. In day definition, what I'm going to select is a bank holiday. So normally you can define it as a bank holiday, or you can change any other name in the similar process how we created. So I'm going to add one more here. Let's take Independence Day. So I'm going to do Independence Day. From drop down, let's come to August 15th. Again, this is a Monday. You can again come back here and select bank holiday. Please bear in mind, at any point of time you want to change the color, you want to change the day definition as well, you can do it at any point of time. And in case you have such cases where you have linked and you change anything in your day definitions tab, will automatically be reflected as well. Now, since we have finished all the 3 items of the calendar, let us go to the calendar view and see how it is. So when we came to the calendar view, earlier you would have seen that the holidays or the work weekends were defined as Friday and Saturday, which were shown in red, are all moved. And you can see the calendar is applicable only from April to December. So why is this? This is specifically because in the periods tab, you can see on the top, the third one from the right, or the second one from the right, or third one from the left, you have selected from date. So the from date defines the calendar. So from 1st of April we have selected. So from then the calendar has appeared. Also, you can see in the day definitions, whatever colors we selected for the Sundays are all in orange, and Monday, the 2nd of May, is selected in light blue, which is a bank holiday. You can see for a bank holiday, the color is light blue. We can make it into a better blue here. And also for the Saturdays in the background is nothing but what we are seeing in our time location chart. So for the Saturday also, I'm going to select the same color. Coming back to the calendar view, you can see the blue color represents the bank holidays, 2nd of May and the 15th of August as well. And the Saturdays will also be selected. So any other changes we want to make, you can see all the Saturdays are selected here in a different color, which means on these days, the project will be working only from 9 to 14. So, or basically from 9 in the morning to 2 o'clock. So 5 hours of work. So accordingly, any activity which is being defined will automatically have a productivity or a working time of only 5 hours. For the rest of the days, it will be 6. So this way, we can just go ahead and press OK, and the calendar will be created. So I'm pressing one calendar now. OK. So when we select the calendar, create the calendar, you can see on your TILOS Explorer tree option on the left, under calendars, the new iTech Solutions calendar has come. So any point of time you want to edit it, all you have to go is press double click here and the pop-up will open, and any changes you make and press OK at the bottom will be reflected automatically. And any activity and wherever the calendar has been defined in terms of productivity, in terms of work week or holidays, it will automatically be added. So for the next instance, let us go ahead and change in the same way, or there is another option to copy paste your calendar. So the most easiest option what we say is right click again here, you can press copy option and again right click on the same area and press paste. You can see the calendar whatever we defined earlier has been copy pasted, and when you double click on it, the same configuration is available only with the name change. So what is this is, TILOS helps you in easily replicating whatever works which you are doing. So for as a linear project, lot of activities get repetitive. Even for that instance, you want to have specific calendars for each of the activity, or you want to have multiple options where you have very minor changes. This copy paste option is very useful. Next, after double clicking, all you have to do is change it as alternate, and you can change the calendar ID as well, 02. Now, so let us change the working days of the Saturdays into alternate. How do you do that? So whereas you can see in banks or most of the corporate offices, if you want to see, or some of the offices, if you want to define. Normally, this is not applicable in sites where even Saturdays are full day working, but still there is an option which is very easy to learn. So what you do, again, go back to the day definition, and here you just have to check if your work week is okay. And the Saturday, what we can say is, you can say Saturday off if you want to rename it, or if you're okay with it, we can leave it as well, Saturday off. I am renaming it. Then I'm moving on to the left tab called periods. Under periods, you can see how to make the change is the days in period. So what, as I told before, the 7 represents the 7 number of days what we want to define the day definition under this period. So for changing it into the alternate 14 days, what we will do is, like if you want the alternate Saturdays to come on and off, we will go to days in the period in 7 and change it into 14. And I press enter. You can see automatically 14 days starting from 1st of April is shown. So what we have to do is now select what we will do for the alternate. So let's say the first Saturday is working. You can see the Saturday, first Saturday. On the second, I'm going ahead and clicking it. I'm making this into the work week. And you can see the Fridays here. You have to come back work week. Now, this is the other Saturday or the alternate Saturday where we want to show as Saturday off. Or what we can do is we can select the no work day option. So what makes it is the alternate Saturdays will be off or in the change. So I'm going ahead and I'm putting a no work week, or you can say. So let us just go back, no work day. Yes, it's a holiday. Yeah. So sometimes if TILOS is not going to respond or you see a blank, always try to change between the tabs, where, as I told, based on your computer's performance or the refresh rate of the PC, it will be appearing. So Saturday is a no work day. Again, Sunday is a no work day. Monday, I am defining again for work week. Work week. Next day. Work week. Now what happens is, now we directly go back to the calendar view, and you can see the alternate Saturdays are off. So since we have shown that all the Sundays are off, you can see the alternate Saturdays are off. So every alternate Saturday will be working. So whatever color, if you want to define a separate color for work week, it will be shown, and all the holidays are shown in orange as no work day, and in light blue whenever there is a bank holiday. So you press OK and you are done. So you can see that there are 2 calendars which we created right now, one for iTech Solutions calendar and for the alternate. So whenever we want to select, or you want to, for an activity you want to define, and how many ever other activities or other works you want to define, you can easily do it. So that is all for today's session. Thank you. Have a good day.